What's up, Financial Zen Masters? Happy Friday. It all starts with a new identity. If you can change the way you think about yourself, you can change your future. Period. The end. It all starts with dropping your old stories and envisioning your new life and your new identity. So let me show you how. Let me show you what I mean when I say Financial Zen Masters at the beginning of these videos. And hopefully that will instill some inspiration for you to take on this new identity. So the big question is, how can you, a successful working professional with kids at home and a mortgage to pay, how can you quit your 9-to-5 within the next 10 years so you can go pursue your passion while still providing for your family at home? That is the question. This is the Financial Zen channel. I will provide you those answers. My name's Rick. Thanks for watching. So, new identity. So, funny story. I remember distinctly, this is a practice that I've done unconsciously since I was a child. I remember it must have been about 5th grade. I know it was 5th grade because I remember one distinct particular instance of me doing this when I was riding the bus from this one neighborhood that we had moved to during the middle of the school year to my old school so I could finish out the school year. And I was a big fan of G.I. Joe back in the day. That was my generation. And I think part of the reason why our generation loved G.I. Joe so much is because we identified with a lot of the characters, right? There's something in it for anybody, no matter, who you liked, right? Who you were attracted to. And for me, my two main dudes were Snake Eyes and Sergeant Slaughter. Those were my two favorites. Man, I love those guys. And so what I would do as a kid growing up, and I think it's partially because we moved around a lot, so I had to kind of form my own identity outside of, what my friends and everything else thought you, because I had to form a new one so often. So I think I latched on to these identities in these cartoons. Anyways, I was always Sergeant Slaughter, Snake Eyes, and I remember driving to school that day on that bus being Snake Eyes. And if you remember Snake Eyes, he was he never talked. He was the silent ninja, and I was the silent ninja from time to time. And in particular on this bus ride, I remember not talking or giving like one-word answers, and then he would also not move his head. So I would not move my head. I would just look at people through the corner of my eye because he was silent, right? He was a ninja, so ninjas don't move. They're silent in the shadows. Anyways, and that was that would have been my persona for the day, right? And then I'd act accordingly. And that's cute and adorable and all. But in truth, that's how a lot of the self-development experts tell us to form your, to change your future, right? To form a new identity, to become the person you want to become. And so with this revolution that we're starting, we need a new identity. Because I can tell you from the last 15 years of experience, most people don't think of themselves as a financial expert. Most people find this stuff a little bit scary enough that they don't want to attack it. And that's fine. It doesn't need to be not scary, but at the same time, if you can formulate a new persona around how you approach these things, if you can envision yourself as, I am a master of my money, then that will instill the good habits and good behaviors, and stepping into that identity will help you along your path, which is no small order. Retiring in the next 10 years to go do what you were put in this world to do, that's a tall order. That's going to take some steps. First step, form a new identity. So I came up with this. I'm interested to hear what you think for the identity as a Financial Zen Master, which is the identity I would like all of our members to form, and anybody watching this video for that matter, that I can identify with this and want to take their life and their money and their career to the next level because they think they were put on this planet for more than what they're currently doing, 9 to 5, day to day. So here we go. Let me know what you think. The Financial Zen Master's Creed. Financial Zen Masters own their lives. We take responsibility for where we are in life, and if we don't like it, we put in the work to change it. If we do like it, we put in the work to make it even better. We never stop learning. We never stop growing. Financial Zen Masters know they were meant for great things that will change our world, our community, and our families. We refuse to be one of the timid souls sitting on the sidelines of life who know neither victory nor defeat. Everything we do brings us one step closer to our destiny. Financial Zen Masters know time is the only commodity that matters. Time with our family, our friends, and in pursuit of our purpose. Money is the resource that optimizes our time. The more resources we have, the more time we have. Financial Zen Masters know that to live tomorrow how others can't, we must do today what others won't. We manage our lives, our time, and our money with purpose and focus towards our goals. We know the more we put in, the more we get out. A Financial Zen Master is a choice. You've chosen to take responsibility. You've chosen to put into the work to achieve your destiny. You've chosen not to waste your time or your money in meaningless pursuits. You've chosen to do what others won't so you can live how others can't. You are a Financial Zen Master. And there you go. I mean, quick breakdown of what we're talking about here is pretty clear, right? We take responsibility. We're responsible for our lives. Only us, only we can change our lives. If you're in a bad situation, only you can get you out of it. If you're in a good situation, only you can make it better. And we do that by never stop learning. We never stop growing. We're constantly seeking out to get better and better at whatever our endeavors are. We also know we're meant for great things. I was lucky enough to have a mother who told me I'd be president someday. Lord knows I don't want to be president someday, but I definitely took that to heart, and I definitely believe not just me, but all of us are meant for great things. I'm lucky enough to have found my passion, and I know I will find greatness through this passion that I pursued for the last 15 years. And I refuse to be one of those timid souls sitting on the sidelines, as do you. Living a life on the sidelines, that's not going to be, you're not going to look back in 60 years on your life and say, man, what a hell of a ride that was by sitting on the sidelines. Financial Zen Masters also know only time and money. We don't waste time and money, right? We know time is the greatest commodity. You can always get more money. You can't get more time. And so we use our time as effectively and as efficiently as possible, and we protect our time. We don't waste it. Money becomes a resource from time, right? The time you put into the work to get your paychecks, right? That money is actually a representation of your time, the time you've saved, right? So we need to make sure we use those resources as effectively as possible and not throw them out the window on meaningless things. And then lastly, you got to put in the work, right? If you want to achieve greatness, if you want to do great things, if you want to retire in the next 10 years, which is crazy. I don't know how old you are, but if you can retire by the time you're 50, 55, that's something to brag about to your friends. That's something your kids will brag about to all their friends. My dad retired at 50, right? But he's still working in this charity. He's still running his own business. Yeah, but he doesn't have to. He does that because he loves it, not because he has to. He can quit tomorrow if he wants to. That's cool, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a whole lot of work, and you got to make the choice to put in that work to get to that result. But like I said in the welcome video yesterday, I got a path for you. I can show you how to do that. There is a way to do that. Hundreds and thousands and millions of others have done it. You can too. You just need the process. You just need the framework. So that's the Financial Zen Master. If you identify with that, click subscribe below. If that sounds good, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have anything to add or take away even. I want to take you on the journey of this process as Financial Zen has been around for 5 years. I've been a financial planner for over 13 years. But it's all still new, right? Beginner's mindset. So let me know what you think. I want to take you along the process. I want to involve you in the process, in the growth, and take you along the journey. So this is our journey together. So thanks for tuning in. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.